Hi there, students. Apothecary. Okay, an apothecary is what I, as a Brit, would call a chemist. The Americans would call this a pharmacist. So an apothecary, it's an old-fashioned word for a medical professional who makes pills, he makes potions. The doctor tells the apothecary what to put together, and the pharmacist, the apothecary, puts it in a pill or in a tincture or in some sort of preparation. Now, in British English and in American English, this word apothecary is old-fashioned. Yeah, it's very dated. Let's see, I think the first apothecary in London was something like 1345. Okay, so apothecaries have been around for a very long time. And I think in those days they used to make different things. I think the problem with the apothecary now, or the pharmacist or the chemist, is they just buy the preparations that are needed. I don't think pharmacists make their own pills or their own medicines anymore. But 100 years ago, most certainly, the apothecary would make the medicines and then sell them. So an apothecary, it was this was an important job. An apothecary shop. This was probably 500 or 700 years ago. This was like a place full of magic. Apparently, in the 17th century, the apothecary also sold tobacco, which was used as a medicine. So he's an apothecary of that hospital. I would say he's a pharmacist. The apothecary took my money, wrapped up a bottle in blue paper and handed it over to me. He's famous as the apothecary of this town. Okay, so an apothecary, it's the person who makes medicines. I seem to remember in Victorian times the apothecary shop would have jars of different coloured liquids in the window, because the ability to make different colours showed the apothecary's skill. I would guess that you could have a Chinese apothecary. This is where you have all sorts of Chinese medicines. But an apothecary, this is a druggist, a pharmacist, a chemist, somebody who dispenses drugs or compounds for medicinal purposes. This is a pharmacy. Okay, so the apothecary is either the person or it's the shop where the person works, an apothecary shop. He was a surgeon and an apothecary to the Bavarian court, and he investigated into various vegetable alkaloids. Okay, so you could have an apothecary's jar as well. These are these jars with glass tops where they keep different things, but the different apothecary items, old-fashioned apothecary cabinets with a mirrored door. Okay, but nowadays I think the pharmacy has changed a lot. This is a place where they no longer make them. The drug companies now make them and then sell them to the pharmacist. So apothecary. This word comes originally from Old French, apothecaire, from medieval Latin apothecarius, from apotheca, a shop or a store, from ancient Greek apotheke, a storehouse, apo, away, and tithemai, to put away. So you actually put things away, and that's what the apothecary does. Formality, apothecary. I'm going to give this a 6.5 in formality. Use in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, or something more formal. Apothecary.